notes here. So we'll see what is the module here. This module is module 6, Ansible. So which will be the configuration management. Okay. What is the module here for Ansible? Module 7. Module 7, Ansible. Okay. So this is all about city now. Okay, we will come back to here. Introduction. Okay. So this is my VM. Okay, and I have one more VM. Okay. So like this, I have 200 VMs. Okay. So I have Linux, I have Windows. Okay, I have multiple operating system. Okay, let's say I have physical servers also. So if I want to do something inside the OS, okay, if I want to change something inside the OS, either I can do with shell scripting, okay, or I can do with Ansible. Okay, so I want to do the configuration changes here. So if I want to do something on the configuration, then I will go ahead with the Ansible. If I want to do with the administration part, then I will be using shell scripting. Okay. So if I want to change something, okay, I want to delete /temp, okay, older than 10 days. Okay, logs whatever is present in var or in temp, I want to clean up. Okay, or I want to change the environment variables on all these 200 servers. Okay, so or else let's say I have dev environment, I have staging environment, and I have production, or this is pre-prod. Okay, so I want to change something in the staging area. So I have let's say I have 20 servers here. Development I have 30 servers, 50, and in production I have 150. Okay, so I want to change something here on these 20 servers. So what I will do, I will just in Ansible, what I will do, I will configure, okay, on these 20 servers you do these changes. So I push it, then it will automatically get changes. Okay, that is the Ansible part. Okay, so now I want to do something here. Okay, this is my cloud. Okay, and this is my cloud. Okay, and this is a on premises. Okay, so I am connected like this. Okay, so if I have VM inside here, okay, inside the cloud, okay, or infrastructure, so I can go and do this configuration inside this, but I will not be able to create any infrastructure. So if you want me to go and create the infrastructure here, okay, you want me to create, then I am not the right tool. So you need to go with Terraform. Okay, with Terraform you can create it or you can manage inside also. Okay, so this can be it will be doing both the activities. So Ansible is powerful if you want to do inside the platform, not in the infrastructure. So this is not built for infrastructure. That is the introduction of your Ansible. Okay, so now we'll go with this one. What is that? Our presentation. Okay, so you see configuration management, you want to do provisioning or orchestration inside the OS. Okay, so this is agentless automation for infrastructure at scale. So you are not installing any agent here. So if you want to do something, you should be having some agent here. So here you are using the WMI or you will be using a SSH to connect. That's how you will be able to connect and do your operations. Okay, so we will see how this one will help us. Okay, this is an open source automation engine that is used for provisioning systems. So you want to provision it VMs, then you can provision it, you deploy applications, you manage the configuration across fleet of hosts from a single control point. So you don't have to hop from one server to other. You can directly manage from a single host and you can control all the servers here, okay, without installing any software on the machine it manages. Okay, so you don't have to install any agent here. So just now how we saw this, okay, in the example, okay, so you have it one server here, okay, so you have one here, okay, let's say you have 200, okay, so you have Ansible here, so you don't have to install anything on these servers, okay, so you just have Ansible here installed. So this will connect through the WMI or SSH. If it is Windows, you use WMI. If it is Windows, you will use SSH to connect. So that is why we call this as agentless. So agentless means they will allow us, okay, you are not doing anything on these servers, okay, you are allowed to do anything. Okay, that is why you will get permission also to do automation here. So if it is agent means I want to install something here. So let's say I want to install Ansible agent to work. Okay, let's say this is server and this is client. Okay, so this is not the case with Ansible. You will not install any agent. You don't have any agent. That's why you will be directly connecting it to the servers and you are managing. Okay, so you see connects over existing SSH and Windows remote management. No daemon or client to install or maintain on managed host. So now you know what is the significance of daemon or services inside the OS or the platform. So you will be just using the existing connection and then you will be connecting there. Okay, so now you have playbooks here describe the desired and end state. Rerunning them changes nothing once that state is reached. Okay, so there is something called playbook here. Okay, so playbook is let me check it. So my monitor system got struck. So this guy trying to join. So am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Partha. Partha, yesterday there was no session. You tried to log in. Okay. There was no session yesterday. Okay.
Yes.
So now you will have something called playbooks. Playbooks is like I want to do so and so thing. So you get me in that desired state, just like in Terraform how you done it. So this is the same here. So I want to have activity 1, activity 2, activity 3 and activity 4. So you perform this on all these servers. Let's say I have development, this is my development environment. Okay, this is my development environment, and this is my staging environment, and this is my production environment. See, I want to do something on the dev environment, so this is my playbook. Okay, and you do all these activities in this uh, 30 servers. Let's say these are 30 and this is 20, and these are the 150 servers. Okay, so let's say you want to do some patching activity, like you want to upgrade the servers. So like sudo dnf update you want. Okay, so for Linux you want to do apt get update. Okay, so you want to do run these commands here. Okay, so if I run it on weekdays, people will be not happy with that. So what I do, so I will be doing it. So they have given me 30 minutes to do all these activities on 20 servers or on 30 servers. So I will define the playbooks here. Okay, for Fedora servers or Red Hat family, so I will have one playbook. For Ubuntu family or Debian family, I will have one playbook, and then I will be instructing to do all these activities in these servers. So once the all automated, then I will come back and then I will run that. Okay, that is how it will be done and it will be completed. Okay, so if it is done, okay, let's say you want to rerun that update. Okay, it will rerun the update. Okay, it will say nothing to install because this is completely updated. Then it will not install. So you will have it in the human readable YAML file, okay, which will be familiar with other formats also. Okay, so now the problem here with the infrastructure is you cannot scale the infrastructure, or you manually you cannot manage the configuration. Okay, so manual configuration does not scale. Okay, see, I want to add 10 servers. Okay, if I want to edit something, if something goes wrong means it will be terrible for me. Okay, I cannot be able to manage. Let's say I have 4,000 servers. Okay, so yesterday there were 300 servers. Now they have done it some app installation, so it has gone from 200 to 3,000 directly. Okay, for 1 week all the servers will be running 3,000. Okay, so at this scale managing is very tough for me. Okay, so for that reason what I will do it, okay, let the infrastructure scale. If I want to modify or I want to do anything, I will be doing the automated with the Ansible here. Okay, so you once the desired state is defined, okay, so you want to do it. Let's say you want to change the host name here. Okay, just an example here. Okay, so I want to change the host name on all the servers to ASC. Okay, so I had a host name earlier. I had a host name. Let's say this is BLR server serve app 001. Okay, so I got an instruction like you need to change it to the company. Auditor said it should be Ascent, then Bangalore, then server name app 01. So you need to change it. You don't put 2 zeros here. You change it to Ascent here, and it should be like this. So what you will do, you will change the host name here. Okay, so all this etc host you are going to upgrade. So you have 200 servers, you want to upgrade it immediately. Okay, on Sunday what you do, you upgrade this, and on every server you will change this. So you will ask that to pick it up from that particular server. Okay. So that is how you will be doing. This is just an example I am giving you. Okay. So identical, disposable and rebuildable infrastructure. So all are identical. So now you will be managing everything automation. So no manual work. Okay. And you want to dispose it, you want to delete it, or you want to change it. So you are going to change it with this without doing anything. So you are going to rebuild the infrastructure here. Okay. So when there was no Terraform, so we used to even build the infrastructure. You can even create the VMs also with Ansible, but now this is not recommended to do with the Ansible. Okay. So you can do the automation of the version controlled playbooks. So like playbook 1 you have done it. Okay. Yesterday you done some changes in playbook 1. So then manager told, okay, those options are not worth. Okay. So business has asked, okay, you don't use the cloud resource, you use the on-premises server only. So now you are coming from cloud to on-premises. In version 2 you are changing that playbook here. So now you are coming back to on-premises here, you are using that. So that is how you will be doing a version control. Okay. So one command applies a change safely across the fleet. Okay. So if you are doing even one change, okay, so everything on all servers it is going to affect. Okay. Safely you are doing it on all the servers. That is what your Ansible is going to solve the problem. Okay. So this is the core architecture. Okay. So first you will have inventory where I need to manage what is my inventory, how I have to connect. Okay. One is your control node where Ansible engine will be running here. Okay. So you will have playbooks, inventory. So you will not have anything apart from Ansible here. All your modules, plugins, everything you will have it here. Okay. So if you want to connect it to a remote server, either it should be Windows or SSH. If it is Linux, you will be connecting through SSH. If it is Windows server, you will be connecting through remote management. Okay. So once you install the Ansible here, so you will be directly contacting these nodes here or the servers where no agent is installed. Let me show you. So in one server I have installed Ansible. Okay, this is on Rocky Linux. So I have installed it. I will check what is the version here, Ansible. Okay. So this will give me the version where it is installed. Okay. So you see Python version. The core version is 2.14.18 and Python version. Okay, where I can run Python scripts also. So these are all the other tools that it has. Okay, this is where it got installed now. Okay, so now if I want to manage it from Ansible, this is my control node. So I will be connecting through all these servers and managing. Okay, for this you need to allow the communication inside the firewall here. If you have any firewall in between, okay, so you need to allow SSH or Windows RM to this server, or else it won't work. So you need to allow that port so that you can come and connect and execute it. This is the core architecture that you will be looking at. Okay, so that's the connectivity part. and then how you are going to push based and agentless. So first thing is you are going to connect nodes here. So I will not call this as node. You can take it as a server here. Okay, node means it will become a cluster. Okay, so how it is going to connect? It will open a SSH or Windows remote management session to the target host using the existing credentials. Okay, so you have to give me one username password where you have set it for all the servers. Okay, I will be using that same username and password to connect to these servers. Once I connect, okay, what I am going to do, I am going to push the modules here. Okay, so module is copied to the host as a temporary file. Okay, so that will be copied into the /temp directory. Okay, it will be copied. So once this is copied, see, I need to have a credentials to execute the permission here. So modules run locally on the host and returns the structured JSON describing the result. Okay, so all that it will run, and then it will give the report in JSON format. See, I got the so and so report. So then it will fetch that report. Ansible reports changed, okay, failed, then removes the temporary module file. Okay, once this get executed, so the results are stored in JSON format and it will be sent back to the server here. Okay, so once it got executed, that is going to send it back. See, whatever you have given me, I have executed and this got successful. So this node will tell, okay, it got failed. This will tell, okay, this got success. So based on that activity, so it will see, okay, what to do next. Okay, then it will temporarily remove all that modules and it will clean up. So that is how Ansible executes a task here. Task 1, task 2, task 3, all that from the list it will be working. Okay, so now you have inventory here. So what is inventory? Okay, so inventory file will be in it will be in plain INI or AML file, listing hosts and groups. Okay, like I want to have a web servers list. Okay, so I will be telling the host IP addresses here or the host name. Okay, you have 20 servers. Okay, so which are under one application. Okay, you have database servers, you have application servers. So you will be defining these in the inventory.aml file or inventory.ini file. So you go and do it on the web servers. So I will define it. Okay, I will tell, okay, flip 1 web servers. I will put it 5 servers here. I will put flip DB servers. I will put DB servers here. I will tell, okay, then I will have fashion 1 category. Okay, I will have 20 servers here. So this is how I am going to manage it. Okay, so you will have dynamic inventory also. So plugins, query, AWS, Azure or GCP API to build the host list automatically. So let's say you want to connect to the AWS environment, either from your on-premises or from Azure to GCP you want to connect, or from AWS to GCP you want to connect. You will be connecting through the API and you will be getting all the list automatically here. Whatever you have been configuring there, you will be fetching that. Here the important aspect is you will capture this using the tags here. So whenever you create a VM, you will create a tag for that particular VM. So using that tags, you will be pulling this information in the dynamic inventory. Okay. So then you will have groups here. So just like you have DB servers, web servers, you will be creating it with your own variables here. Okay. So what is these variables that you want to define? Okay. So then you have patterns here. How you want to determine the subsets of these servers. So whether these are web servers, whether these are in the staging or production, how you are going to define. Okay, this is the part of your inventory file. Okay, let's go ahead with the playbooks here. Okay, so I want to declare something. Okay, my desired state is I want to configure a web server on these servers. Okay, so this is my declarative YAML file. Okay, configure web servers. Okay, so these web servers, so I am giving the list of host web server. You pick up web servers from here. Okay, I have hosts here. These are the variables. Okay, I am not going to define what is the web servers here. Okay, I will just tell host on web server you perform all these tasks here. Okay, first you install Nginx. Okay, so this is the part of installation. Okay, once you install it, you start the Nginx service. Okay, this is the order. So if you start this first, then it will fail. So you need to give that order from top to bottom, it will run. Okay, so and you can be having the version controlled also. If you want to roll back any changes, you can be defining that. Okay, so step 1, step 2, step 3. So you will be doing that so that you run those commands in sequential manner. Okay, so now you have modules here. So what are all the modules? Okay, so in Python also you had lot of functions here. So you don't have to write all the code in Python. So all those functions it's already built. So in Ansible also you have lot of modules here. Okay, you have 3000 modules covering lot of things, services, cloud resources, everything. You just have to define it. Okay, you just include that module and you just tell that. Okay, then it will going to do that particular activity for you. Okay, so you want to install or manage any package. Okay, so let's say you want to install 12 or 14 packages. Okay, they are on multiple OS. One is on Red Hat, one is on SUSE Linux, one is on Ubuntu, one is on Fedora. So you need to install 14 packages. So multiple OS you want to run it. So you will be defining all that in the particular module here. So and now you want to manage files. You want to remove files. You want to upgrade it. You want to change it. So all you are going to do with these file activities. And now you want to do some template configuration. Okay, so I want to have this configuration file. So this configuration file should be there. So you define this. This should be applicable on these servers. Okay, that is a template. And now you want to start the systemd or services. Okay, so before you want to install or after installation some services are not coming up. So you define, okay, you start these services and you tell me whether this is successful or not. Okay, and then you enable the services. Even after rebooting, it should start automatically. I should not be coming up and doing all these activities. Okay, so now I want to create 10 users on all these servers. Okay, so I want to manage accounts and permissions. Let's say I have one user joined into my organization. Okay, so there is a manual activity that needs to be done on 200 servers. These users need to be created manually on all 200 servers. So I will define this. Okay, you create this user and you add it into the group on every Linux servers. So that user will be added into 200 servers with just one in the playbook. You define it, it will create on all that. Okay, and you want to copy some files to remote host. Okay, once you are done, so you want to capture the logs, or you want to do some activity and you want to copy files from one location to one central location. So you have finance team who are working on one servers. Okay, so they are copying file in one central location with their username. So you have made a task like every day at 11:30 p.m. in the night, it needs to get copied and it has to store into a central location. And now you have something called EC2 and Azure RM. Okay, so I want to create a VMs. So you Terraform will also be doing this. Terraform will do much more sophisticated than Ansible. Even using Ansible also, you can provision the EC2 instance or Azure VMs also. So you are sitting here on your premises and you are managing all the cloud resources also. For that, you should be having the plugins there, APIs. Once you connect to that, then you will be managing with Ansible here. Okay. So now you have something called command and shell here. See, I am doing a lot of things here. Why can't I do it? The shell commands also. So you tell me what to execute on each host, I will execute it and I will give you the result. You don't need to have a scripting there. So you give me the commands what I have to execute, I will execute that. You want to run the script? Okay, give me that .sh file. Okay, where I have to run? Okay, I will run it for you. Okay, and I will give you that output here. Okay, so that is how you will be taking the modules and running it. Okay, so this is a structuring automation for reuse. Okay, we have roles here, tasks. So this we will do it practically, then we will understand what exactly this is. Okay, so then we have variables, facts and templates. This also we will do it in practical. Idempotency is so you are guaranteeing something. Okay, so let's say you are running 8 tasks you have done. Okay, so I want to do the 8 activities on that server. Okay, so I have run it on the first time. Okay, so I executed most of the things. Okay, one task, second time I have changed it. Okay, so this it will run it. Okay, that it will get changed, one task change. So I have 0 tasks here. These are the same task. So then it will say, okay, this is okay, nothing is changed here. Whatever you have the desired state, the server is in the desired state. You don't have to worry about this. So you want to run the playbook repeated times, even if you are changing it multiple times also. This will tell, okay, that is all not required. Let's say you want to update it something. I will tell you, okay, I will upgrade this server. Let's say I will install this command here. Okay. So I will run this. Okay, I will put the password. So just an example how it will work. get installed. Okay. So this got already installed, but still I am running it for second time. Okay. So nothing. Okay. I will run it again. So you run n number of times, that is going to give me the same output. Nothing is going to change. So you run it for 100 times. See, I cannot do anything. Okay, if you run 100 times or 1000 times, I will give you the same output. Okay, so that is how you will be defining it. Okay, if I don't have to do anything, so that is okay. This is green now. So there is a drifted here. A drift means the change here. So what have you changed it? So one task changed. Let's say you have 8 tasks. Then on the second time you have one task change. It will run only that. The last time it will see, okay, no task change. Then it says reports nothing left to do once it is converges. So everything is completed. It's not going to do anything. So I am done with that. So there is nothing to do or execute it. Okay. So now we have Ansible Vault. Okay. So you want to pass the secrets here. Okay. You want to encrypt some sensitive information. Okay. You want to encrypt, or you want to save password files or environment variables. So sensitive information you are going to encrypt it or mask it. Okay. So it is not going to pass that information. Okay. It will be completely encrypted or decrypted. Okay. If you want to send the files in a encrypted manner, so you are going to use the Ansible Vault for protecting your passwords or secrets. So that is how it is used. Okay. So here for Ansible for cloud and DevOps pipeline. So Ansible we will not be using it for configuration, only for configuration management. So we will be using that. Okay. But we will have native tools on the respective cloud resources. So it is going to pair with Terraform also. Okay. So Terraform provisions the infrastructure. Ansible configures what runs on it. So this is best suitable combo here. So you give Terraform, okay, you create the VMs. Okay. Once you create the VMs, you hand over to me. Inside that I will manage. Okay. So now for CI/CD integration, playbook runs as a pipeline here in the stages in Jenkins, GitHub Actions, all that. So if you are changing something here in Ansible, then you will be integrating it at all these levels. Okay. So we will look into all these aspects once we are done with one by one activities. Okay. So here we have orchestration here. So if you have a multi-tier rollout, like you have database, apps, then load balancers. So in Kubernetes, what we are doing, you will be doing in pods like orchestration. So here you will be doing it at the VM level, like inside that. So you want to do some orchestration, then it will be helpful here with the Ansible here. Okay. So now here for the patch management, so mostly we will be using for patching of the servers. Push OS and packages up to date across the hundreds of hosts on a defined or controlled schedule. Okay. and you want to run a benchmark, okay, compliance as code. So I want to have all these services to be stopped on all the servers. Let's say on production servers, so these services should not be running. Let's say service 1, services 1, services 2, services 3. These services should not be running in production. Okay. So on staging, that is fine. On production, you should not run this. Okay. On development, these services can run, but not on the staging. So I want to have these be done at the organization level. Okay. So I want to see it on all these servers, whether these are applicable or they have been done the correct way. So like that, I will be checking the compliance here. And I want to do some automated response. Okay. Let's say if I get password lock activity, let's say one user is trying to log in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I am getting repetitive triggers here, trying to log in. Okay. So I want this server to be removed from the network. Automatically this should go out of the network. Until unless I give green signal, this should not be connected. So let's say I want to have, okay, you have password here. So every day, all the passwords should be rotating. Okay. If you are using yesterday password, it should not work now. Okay. At 12 o'clock every day, I need to change the password here. Okay. All the passwords will be stored in one location. Okay. You need to go and put your username here in the portal. Then I will give you the password here. So you don't have to log in. So I will be rotating my passwords here. So you will be rotating credentials, or you want to do some forensic activity. So you will be doing that as well. Okay. So this is how you will be doing a automated responsive action here. And you want to do a drift and audit reporting. Okay. So I am going to check on all the 150 servers in production. Okay. How they have configured. All the servers should have the same setting. If there is any drift, I want to detect that configuration here. So why there is a change here? Okay. So I want to audit that. If someone is changed it here, I want to see who changed it, why it got changed. Okay. So that is one thing. So that is drift and audit reporting. And then you have so we have all these tools here, Ansible, Chef, Puppet and Terraform. Okay. So this is agentless. Ansible, Terraform is also agentless. So you have Chef and Puppet. So you need to install their agent here. You need to go in every server and you have to install the agent. Then only it will work, or else these won't work. Okay. So here you will have a YAML file configuration. You have a HashCorp language here. Okay. So execution model is you are just pushing it. So here you are pulling it. Okay. What agent you will install it, that it will give you that information, because you are pulling that information. So agentless means you are pushing it. Okay. Push and pull. Okay. Pulling means you should have agent so that he can give it. That is where you will be pulling this information. Okay. So this is used for configuration management and orchestration. So you want to do some changes on the VM part, so you will orchestrate it. So here you are doing it for infra provisioning. You are not doing for configuration management here. So you want to do configuration management, you can do it with Chef or Puppet. Okay. So the complexity and learning curve is moderate and high here. Okay, you have a lot of options because you have already installed a agent here. So agent will be doing lot of things here. So here the learning curve is low because this is limited. Okay. So here also it is moderate because you are not doing anything inside the server, because you are coming up from a centralized location. Okay, that is how you will be defining Ansible, Chef, Puppet and Terraform. So that is why I have not included Chef or Puppet here. So I included Terraform. So you provision the infrastructure and you manage the configuration, or you do the orchestration of the VMs. So Kubernetes will be doing it for the containers here, orchestration of the container. So whereas Ansible will be doing this orchestration on the VMs part. So you want to manage the, Kubernetes, on the containers, you will have Kubernetes to orchestrate. So for VMs, you will be using the Ansible to orchestrate and do the configuration management. So that is all about the tool for doing the configuration management. Okay. So we will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have some practicals on this, how you will manage it, how you run all that. We'll do some practicals tomorrow. In the morning session we will do it. Okay. So afternoon I have done some practicals yesterday.